Welcome to the channel, everybody. I'm glad you guys are here. We're going through another SPY trade that we had today. Guys, this strategy that I teach on this channel, that multiple others teach on their channels, is by far the easiest strategy that I have ever come across, that you will ever come across. It's going to take you from a novice to a ninja. It's going to change the trajectory of your trading journey. I promise you that is by far the easiest. We use candlesticks for the most part, and that's it. There's no RSIs, there's no MACDs. We use what the candlesticks tell us. They tell us a story. We follow that story, and we win in our trades. The strategy is the Strat, created by Rob Smith. He passed away recently, so RIP to Rob, and thank you for giving us this amazing strategy to change our journeys, to change everyone's journeys, to change your journeys. That's why this channel is here. That's why I've created it. Over 100 learning tool videos for you guys to immerse yourself in. It's going to change the way you trade. Okay, so this strategy, we're going to get started on it. We're going to go through the things that make it special, and what it does realistically better than most strategies is not only does it give you an entry point, but it gives you the exit point. There have been so many strategies where I've entered into and looked at in the past, and they just don't scale out at 25% or scale out at 30%. But why are you scaling out if you don't have to? If there's no reason for you to scale out, then you shouldn't have to scale out or exit a trade. Just because you hit a 10% threshold or a 20% threshold, it shouldn't mean you get out. Let the candlesticks tell you how to get out, and that's what we're going to show you guys here today. So when I trade, there's a few things that we have with this strategy. Number one is a time frame continuity. That's what you see right here. Okay, the H, the D, the W, the month, the Q, and the Y. That's hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly. And it tells me if there's buyers or sellers on those time frames. So for me, when I trade, because my trades last 40 minutes or less, I don't like to stay in trades too long. I only need these two. If these two are in the direction of my trade, I'm okay. If I have more, that's just a bonus. And what I mean by that is just a higher probability that this trade is going to work out. So now as we look at this candle here is what we call a 2 down. You notice the candlestick numbers. Those are numbers I've created in an indicator for you guys, as well as this time frame continuity is part of that same indicator. And it's available to you guys, as well as a 1-hour course. Like if this stuff is not registering with you, I do have a 1-hour course that you guys can go through, and it'll take you right from the beginner steps right to the end and really let you immerse yourself in this strategy and really learn it from a simplistic point of view, because trading is supposed to be simple. It's not supposed to be hard. It shouldn't be hard. And we're going to show you that right now, how easy it is. So this is a 2 candle. So there are 2 types of 2 candles. There's a 2 up and a 2 down. This one is a 2 down because it only broke the low of the previous candle. And if you're going to guess, yes, a 2 up would only break the high of the previous candle. Just like this red candle here was a 2 up, only broke the high of the previous candle. So we have a 2 down. When we have a 2 down and it's green, that gives me probability, tells me there's probability that this is going to continue to trend up because there are buyers here. The sellers took it down, the buyers brought it back up. So it gives me probability that this is a good trade. So now I've got 2 things. I've got a 2 down green, and I've got an hourly and a daily time frame continuity in my favor. The other thing I've got is what in the strat we like to call an actionable signal. It's a hammer candle. There are 3 actionable signals. There's an inside bar, a hammer candle, which you see here, where you have this body and a big long wick to the bottom side, about 2 times the size of this body. And then there's a shooter candle, which is the exact opposite of a hammer, where the body's at the bottom and the wick is at the very top. So we have an actionable signal here, meaning there's a high probability that this trade is going to continue to trend up. So how do we do this? I do it off of the 15-minute chart. You can do whatever you want. This has worked for me. What works for you might not be what works for me, but this is how this strategy works, and it's my secret sauce. It's what I've done for, I don't know, the last, call it 12 months. I've really found this niche over trading of a long period of time, but this is what's really become my bread and butter. SPY, setting my triggers and targets on the 15, and then managing on a lower time frame, which we'll get into. So we set our trigger at the top of the most recent candle once it closes. We've done that. That's that yellow trigger line. Then we set our targets to the top of the preceding wicks. Okay. So, and we're not going through wicks like this. It's just to the top of the preceding one. Okay. And then the next one would be right here. Okay. Next high wick. So from there, now that we have the triggers and targets set, we can hop down to the 5-minute time frame and wait for our setup to trigger. If it doesn't trigger, we don't get into the trade, and it's that simple. I'm not in this to guess that it might trigger. I want it to actually trigger. So now as we go through the replay of this, we still haven't gone through. We still haven't gone through. We tagged that line, but not yet. And there we go. Now we're through. So once this triggers, now we can say, okay, let's buy some call options. So at a 437 call on this, you would have bought in at 40 cents. Okay, I take 0 DTEs because I only stay in the trades for 20 minutes, 40 minutes, usually not longer than that. I'm in, I'm out, I make my money, and I'm gone for the day. Okay, so that's what happened here. We triggered. It's a 40 cents call. A 40-cent call at a 437 strike price, 0 DTE, so it's a today expiry. Same day you buy it. We hit the first target. Now, there's a couple things we can do here. Once this candle closes, you're asking where do we put our stop loss? So you can put your stop loss there at the trigger, and you're coming away with 0 or a small loss. So the recommendation is always, when I talked about earlier, was to use the candles as your stop loss. When the candles reverse, that's your spot to get out. So let's go play the next one and see what happens, the next 5-minute bar. Okay, so now that we've closed there, this is all we do, guys. Right there. That's your stop loss. Okay, now you can use the targets as well. So you could say, well, if it comes back, reverses through this target, that'll be my stop loss. But this candle reversal is a little bit lower than there by 4 cents. So that's how I would play that. Okay, let's go look at the next candle. What is it? Okay, so that next candle closes. We move our stop loss up. We're still in this trade. There's no reason to get out. Here's the thing. This trade closed at 40%. Up in this range, you were probably 45, maybe 50%. I will never get mad at you guys for taking a 50% trade. But you should try and stay in this trade according to the candlesticks. Even if you reversed here, like you're never going to call the tops. That's the thing. You're never going to call the top of a momentum swing or the top of a trade. You might, but you won't do it every time. So that's why we do what we do and we have our rules in place. Because even if you get stopped out here, guys, you still won on this trade. Okay? Small hits, base hits. That's how you win the long-term game of trading. So let's go to the next candle. Okay, so we moved up even further. Okay, now we go there. We're still time frame, hourly and the daily, in the right direction. Okay, on to the next one. Boom. There is your stop loss right there. You're out. And at that point, guys, that's a 60 cent mark when you would have sold. So it's 20 cents on top of your 40. So you're actually at a 50% move off of that 40 cents. Okay, your original contract purchase was 40 cents. You sell it 60 cents. That's what it is. It's super, super simple. Okay, you won't find another strategy that's easier than this. Clear direction on when to get out in, clear direction on when to get out. If you guys want more information on this, down below in the description, link to my Discord. It's free to join. My Discord's free. You guys can join in there. You can ask questions. There is a paid membership portion. You get top 5 setups every single day that I hand out to them. You get the indicator that I talked about. You get one-on-ones with myself to discuss the strategy and a bunch of other really great stuff. There's live trading bots that send these setups to you. You don't even have to go looking for them. The setups get sent directly to you. Most of the work's done for you. You just need to go over there and say, hey, is time frame continuity in my favor? Is this something I want to jump into? Okay? Does it all for you. And then, of course, the holy grail of that, of the of the membership is that 1 hour course. Okay, and it'll take you right from the beginning stages of this strategy right until the more difficult parts of broadening formations and everything else. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you've subscribed. If you're watching more videos, watch the ads, please. Let them roll through. It pays for my time to keep this stuff free for you guys. And that's all I ask from you. Let the ads roll through. Thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, you can leave comments, questions down below. I'm on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold. You can leave the questions there as well. And you can ask me in the Discord, of course. That link, as I said, is in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck in your trading journey. I am here to help you. Okay? Ask if you need the help. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.